I'm Pennywise. What's up, everybody? It's Trey Leslie of the Dawn of Entertainment back with another Unfiltered Cinematics. Alongside me, we got the homie Brandon Ogden. We went to go see It Chapter 2. A lot of thoughts on this one. First of all, I think we gotta establish some ground rules. I don't think we can really say we're the biggest horror fans. I don't know. So that may skew our rankings down the line. As always, we're going to give our initial brutal, honest, R-rated, unfiltered initial reactions right out the gate. So obviously our opinions may mold and grow and differ when it comes to December when we're making our list. But we have some thoughts on this movie.
Do you remember what you gave it Chapter 1?
So I think I remember what you gave it. And I think you gave it like a 4.5.
Sounds about right.
I want to say I was a little bit higher than that. I don't remember exactly.
I feel like you're in the 6s.
It's like low 6s, I think. So I don't even, do we want to like briefly touch on the plot? There's
zombies.
There's a lot going on. So Brandon hated the zombies.
Stupid.
So basically, what happens is in It Chapter 1, Pennywise. They're trying to kill Pennywise, the clown. Basically, he eats little kids. And he lives in the he lives in the sewer. This one, 27 years later, he basically comes back. We find out what dies in Deary never dies, and they make an oath if it comes back to come back to Deary and kill it. I don't know. There's so many little nuances, like they forget things because the farther they go away from Deary, they keep forgetting things.
The one guy that stayed in Deary remembered everything, so he called them all back.
Yep.
And then once they got back, they started to remember
and
basically what happened in It Chapter 1.
So here's the thing. Here's my biggest beef. Like, I don't really think we need to really break down the plot line. The goal for this movie is they want to kill Pennywise. They all come together to do so. This movie was very messy. They try to throw in different things like the zombies that Brandon like the bringing in the backstory of Pennywise and how he was created and the Native Americans and the artifacts and this weird shit. I think that's what made it messy. Like, there were elements of, I don't want to say greatness in this movie, but goodness.
Really good. Good.
Yeah, like the flashbacks I enjoyed. The fact that first of all, I think the casting for the older crew of people, I thought that was stellar.
Looked really good.
Bill Hader killed it in this movie. He was really funny.
Yep. Who is the other guy, the writer? Do you know
James McAvoy
name? Yeah. Dude, he was phenomenal. Yeah. I think he had the best performance. Everybody talks about Bill Hader reviewing it. I think McAvoy gave the best performance.
He killed it. Jessica Chastain.
She was pretty good.
Yeah, the other guys were kind of, they're not like big name actors, but they played their role and they did a good job.
They're fun.
But I don't know. I like the elements of even the older characters, but they did their own thing. But then they pieced it together beautifully with the flashbacks. This was a long movie. I think
just under 3 hours.
Just under 3 hours, and I think a lot of that is because they relied so heavily on the flashbacks. But in the same breath, I like the flashbacks maybe the most out of this movie. So I'm not gonna, ding it for the flashbacks. I wouldn't say it was really choppy.
No.
Did you feel that it drug on? I don't know. I feel like it was okay paced.
In parts it did. Yeah, it was a good paced movie, but there were parts that it dragged on.
Yeah.
Some of the things I liked, number one, Stephen King was actually in the movie.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was pretty cool.
A little Stan Lee cameo type
kind
thing.
of, yeah. Number two, like you said, I thought the casting was really well done. And then by far, number three, the last 15, 20 minutes, they try to make it emotional. Spoiler alert, didn't cry, go me.
Which I think they did a fairly decent part of it.
It was really good.
Yeah, there was heart to this movie.
I actually thought the last 25 minutes were really, really good. Mm-hmm. And then the flashbacks for me were awesome. I did not like the first movie, but funny enough, I actually enjoyed the flashbacks the most.
Which is funny.
Is on. So here's my first question. Do you think you could see this movie without seeing It Chapter 1?
No.
No? Even with all the flashbacks?
I mean, there's just...
I think you could get a pretty good gist.
I think you could, but this is... The It Chapter 2 is definitely a continuation of Chapter 1, so it's not like they catch you up. Like, I feel like there would be parts where you would be lost, I think. So
Agreed.
I would recommend that you do watch the first one.
Agreed. Okay. Should they have brought in, like, a new Pennywise?
Nah.
No?
I like... I'm not gonna say I like Pennywise, but I mean, I think the dude did a good job. Are you saying in terms of like storytelling, like?
Yeah, so they kill him in the first one. Then they basically Pennywise is like a phenomenon, like a religious type figure almost.
Yeah.
Is
something
the best
like
way
that.
that I
something
could
like that.
put that. It feels like they should have like brought in like Pennywise Jr.
So do you think, like, let's just throw this out there, kind of a spoiler alert, when Jessica Chastain goes back to get her artifact, and she meets the old lady who we find out is the daughter of Pennywise. And we see some grandma titties, so that was fun.
Trey got hard.
Do you think that she becomes the Penny? Like, is that what you're saying? Like, different type of Pennywise?
She definitely didn't become it. Because,
no, I know. I'm just saying, but is that what you are saying? Something along those lines?
The two, like, trashy guys. The one guy had the knife.
But
then we see the guy get arrested at the beginning of the movie. You know what I'm talking about? And then, like, we don't see him the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
What was the point of it?
They kind of threw that away. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so those were the things
there were some kind of thrown away storylines where it's just like, okay, kind of
some
weird.
of the things I didn't like. One, the whole zombie thing. Stupid.
Well,
made no sense.
I think they did a bunch of shit where it just made it super messy. Like when they're at the Chinese restaurant in the beginning. Right. And I get it's like a hallucination and an illusion, but like...
Because it's supposed to be like a disease. Pennywise was like a disease.
Yeah, I get that, but like it's...
Stupid.
It like babies popped out of the fortune cookies. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I get that it's like a horror fantasy type movie, but like keep an element of it grounded. You know,
like
if you,
real.
You know what
like
I'm saying?
Try to make it seem somewhat real.
Exactly.
That's why I didn't like the zombies.
Yes.
Okay.
Agreed.
2, all of the Indian ritual stuff, they really only they built up that like this Indian ritual thing, and it really was only used for like actually like 2 minutes in the movie at the end.
It felt like it needed to be bigger.
But like they really didn't use it very well, I thought, at the end. Like they seriously, that was like such a big plot line building up into the movie, and then just to like kind of just half-heartedly use it at the end.
And I think an overarching flaw of this movie is it just kind of felt like
they wanted to make a lot of money.
Well, yes, but like there wasn't any weight to the storytelling. Like they built up, they all had to go get the artifacts, and they had to go individually. They couldn't go as a team, which they wanted to because they were all scared. But they needed to do it individually to get their artifacts from the first movie that they hid for themselves. And then in the end, like, I don't know, it didn't really like grab me. I feel like there should have been more to that. Here's what I'm going to say about this movie. This, it was very messy, but in that mess, I can pull out a theme of like, you need to face your fears. Like they had to face the fear of, they each had individual fears or like dark shit that they were dealing with. So like the one dude, the kid who was fat, he needs to deal with the fact that he's fat and be himself, and then, you know, face your fears, and then you will kill Pennywise. So at the end, they're all, we just have to make him small, and they keep calling him clown, fucking clown,
you're a puppet.
And then he literally shrinks, and they get to spoiler alert, kill him.
They rip his heart out. They rip his heart out. That's how he dies. And then they smash it.
Yeah.
Very bad.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But can you agree though that through all that mess, we understand the theme?
Yeah, there's some
that
really
you
good,
need to face your
really
fear,
bad.
Right?
That friendship. You know, never forgetting where you come from. You know, some pretty.
I get the themes. It was very messy, and honestly a little bit corny, if you will.
Yeah, it was a horror movie. That's a horror movie. It's corny.
I just... Here's the thing. If I go in to see a horror movie, I genuinely want to be scared. It's been a long time since a movie has genuinely do that.
He did jump once.
I jumped?
You jumped once.
What?
There was one scene, I forget what it was.
Is that the beginning?
Yeah, it was at the very beginning. When...
girl?
The little girl with Pennywise.
Yeah. I didn't really... I knew what was going to happen. I was like, God damn. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So then, here's another question.
Okay.
If Bill Hader, Jessica Chastain, Will McAvoy, if like these were just three, not even up and comers, three guys like we really don't know, three people, actors, actresses that we didn't really know.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Do you think this movie's half as good?
I don't think so.
Because I think those three carried the movie.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think it also was accompanied by the flashbacks.
Right.
I mean, it could have survived because of the flashbacks with kind of no-name, up-and-coming actors, I guess, but it's nowhere near as what it was without those key actors.
Agreed. Okay.
So,
better than It Chapter 1.
I don't know. I don't think my score, looking back, you're going to have to check the archives. I feel like It 1 is going to have a higher score, but I feel like...
Spoiler.
But I feel like I liked It 2 better. I don't know. That makes sense. I
think mine might actually
flipped?
get flipped. I think if I really sat down and thought about it, Chapter 1, I probably prefer. But It Chapter 2 is probably going to have a better score. I came out hot at the end of Chapter 1.
You did. You said this is the worst fucking movie ever.
Terrible.
You hated it. Yeah, that was...
But I think with the flashbacks, I feel like maybe I need to go back and try to appreciate it.
Here's the thing at the end of the day. I'm not a big horror fan. I'll be straight honest. Like, when there's elements of humor in a horror movie, I don't know. It just kind of messes with my expectations and my vibe. So maybe that's it for me, but I don't know. Should we just get to our rankings?
Let's get to the ranking.
Okay. I always go first? Is that how it goes? Okay, so...
I want to try to guess what yours is.
All right, let's guess it.
Do I have a pen around here? I was going to write it down and see if I could guess it right. Okay.
We'll just go on the honor system.
Okay.
I'm going to go...
Okay, I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
I'm going to go like 5-7.
Oh, I thought 5'8".
5'8"?
I thought 5'8".
You were close. This man's a betting man. He thinks he knows my shit. All right, let's see what you got.
5'7"?
Yeah.
5'7". I was about 5'6".
5'6"? Damn, you still come up lower than me. Shit. I'm too easy on these damn movies.
I had that in my head. Point one, it's not that big of a difference. Somebody texted me right after the movie, said, how's the movie? 2 words, unbelievably average. 5'6".
There you go. Here's the
technically
thing.
Slightly above.
This is what kind of scares me with these rankings. Obviously, their initial reaction, but remember the first movie that we saw this year? Serenity? I'm pretty sure I gave it in the 6s, so
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
I definitely take that back.
Horrible.
I take that back.
Movie.
So
horrible. This was way better than Serenity.
I would agree with that. But honestly, there are a shit ton of movies that I definitely want to see still to come.
We're gonna be coming
in the second half of 2019. So stay tuned. What do we got here? 5, 7, 5, 6. Is that right?
Yeah.
It Chapter 2. Go see it. If you're scared of clowns, you might actually get a scare. Oh, a special guest on the show.
Emmett didn't get to see
What's up, Emmett? Is he scared of clowns?
Maybe. He would have killed
Pennywise, he's scared of clowns.
He would have killed Pennywise.
He would have killed Pennywise. Yo, at the end, he's about as big as Pennywise, so, I mean, he has a fair shot. All right, I'm Trey Leslie of the Dawn of Entertainment. It's Brandon Og, the consigliere. Emmett, the
Beagle.
The Beagle and the pup. Unfiltered Cinematics. Like, subscribe, retweet, follow, tell your friends. You know the whole routine. And stay safe.
Again.
Damn,
you did it on the podcast.
I did. I'm sorry. I keep doing this. I'm like, it's an accident. I genuinely
get this man his own. Get this man his own.
Saying.
I'm out. I'm done.
He's done. All right. I'm not gonna say it again. You know what to do. Peace.